Just finished week 5 and it was a really good week this week. Went out twice and did 2 more scorecard rounds. So I've got 3 now, halfway there. Also managed to get to the range 3 times this week, which was pretty good, and made some progress with my 3-wood, which is new, and my irons, trying to get a 70% swing. So let's see how I get on. I'm just about to go and play my 2nd round on course and submit a handicap score for that. So last time I got 71, and then when I went on my own on Saturday, I got 68, I think. But the goal of today is maybe to just try and relax a little bit more and hope for small wins. So small wins for today. I want at least one putt. I want to find 1 in 3 fairways and maybe limit the amount of 3 putts to 2, let's say. So I'm only allowed to do 2 3-putts. And then let's take the rest as it goes and just accept whatever happens. Very nice. As usual, my first tee shot on the first hole goes absolutely terribly and ends straight in the bush. I did find my first ball in the bush in the end, but nobody told me about the unplayable lie rule. I've since learned about it. I should have definitely called that unplayable, as it took me 2 attempts to get it out and it still ended up pretty terribly. Oh my god, I've not done one of those for ages. I also learned about the most horrible rule in golf. When you swing and miss, it's still a stroke. I honestly didn't know that, but I am still learning. So we know now that a swing and a miss is a stroke, and you can definitely call it unplayable lies. Off to a great start on the learning front. On a positive note, my chipping seems to have got a lot better recently, which is good. And I'm really starting to get a better grip of these greens. They are USGA standard greens apparently, which means they're very fancy greens made of a special type of grass. I don't really know what it means yet, but they're really difficult to get to grips with. They roll quite quickly on some days and quite slowly on other days, I've found. On the 2nd, I send another tee shot into the bushes and again play a provisional. My provisional is amazing. It goes really far and straight down the fairway. But unfortunately, I do find that first ball, which is a shame. And I'd much rather play the one that was in the fairway, but that's golf, isn't it? We were just waiting for some people on the other fairway here, and I forgot to film the shot in the end. Still finding my hybrid pretty useful for along the ground shots. So maybe I should keep from hitting it in the air for a bit longer, as I do find myself in the trees quite often. And just when I thought my chipping was getting quite good, I had an absolute chip meltdown where I just kept going over and over the green here, and then had a few where I don't even get close. So chipping's definitely something I still need to work on. My pitch shots from a bit further away are great, so I think I'm going to need to start learning how to land my preferred distance away. So don't land as close as I can to the green, try and come up short in a way, and make sure that I land, say, 50 yards away, because that's a really easy shot for me to play at the minute. I had lots of 2-putts today, which was really good, so my putting is definitely improving. This was definitely another unplayable lie. I couldn't even see the ball. I buried my face in that conifer. Again, I need to get better at knowing when to call these. I've only just learnt about the rule, obviously. So next time, obviously, I'll try and make sure that I can recognise when something is unplayable and it's worth taking a drop, so I'm not leaving myself in more trouble down the line. Too greedy, go through that gap. And I should have called an unplayable lie on this as well, as I end up swinging and missing, and when I do finally chip it out, it's in a terrible position anyway. So yeah, course management skills definitely required. And this is actually my first bunker shot at Northern Doom, because quite a lot of the bunkers are in repair at the moment because of the floods that happened at the start of the year. So getting out on my second attempt, I was really pleased with actually. I've just got back now, and that was a slog today. Pretty challenging at times, and I got quite embarrassed on some of the shots. I had a few whiffs where I just completely missed the ball. I was hacking out of the rough a few times. Not very enjoyable. In terms of goals though, I actually did all right. Well, I think I only found the fairway once, so not very good on that goal. But I did only get 1 3-putt, I believe, and I did get a 1-putt as well, thanks to a good chip. So all right, I guess. But yeah, It's another scorecard, so what can I say? We're just one step closer really, and I guess some days will be like this, so I'll take it. Quite a few weeks ago now, when I was in the slump of not being able to hit my driver and it just fluffing every shot, I thought, well, I'll get a 3-wood instead. I love my 5-wood so much, so I got the LTDX Max, same as my 3-wood, and I got it second hand off one of these second hand sites, so it does have quite a few dings on the top of the face, not in the middle, so hopefully I can hit the middle. So I'll be trying this today and see how I get on. Wish me luck. I ended up hitting about 150 balls today, but unfortunately I had the GoPro set on time lapse, so I missed about the first 130 balls. Fortunately, I did manage to catch the last about 20, which I was conveniently hitting with a 3-wood. And I just wanted to put this in to show you, look, I can hit it. At the range, I'm hitting quite a lot of good 3-wood shots. So let's see what happens when I take it on course. Someone else has just messaged me, literally like 10 minutes ago, and said, do I want to go now, basically. So I'm going to go and submit another scorecard now. So goals of today, I'm thinking the goals that I did yesterday were quite good actually. So I'll do sort of similar. We'll say, let's aim for one putt. Let's try and hit 1 in 3 fairways again. Let's try this time and get 1 par on a hole. Let's see if I can get a par at least once. Yeah, let's go for those 3 goals, some fairways. And again, I'm probably going to hit my driver. I've learnt about the unplayable lie rule now as well. Yesterday, I had quite a few unplayable lies, which I played and totally fucked up. So it's this sort of course management that I'm still getting to grips with, obviously being a bit of a range rat. I've not really been out on course very much. So that aspect of the game is quite interesting for me and definitely something that I need to work on, and it'll probably help me a lot with shaving shots off my score. Wish me luck. Gonna try my new 3-wood. Well, it went straight. That's terrible. Does that count?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Another air shot. I think I'm gonna have to do a compilation of all these now. Oh dear, I think that's coming from me standing up on my shots and trying to see where the ball's going. It's something that I've noticed I've been doing when I'm on course, because obviously where the ball goes matters a lot more than when you're on somewhere like the range. So I think standing up too soon, unconsciously of course, I'm coming up on my shots and topping them, or in that case completely missing it. So something to work on, definitely keeping down on my shots.
No.
This tee shot hits the tree and then bounces over the ditch into the water, so I definitely have to play a second shot here, which is just as bad almost, but is actually still in play just about. My putting was actually pretty bad today, generally speaking. From long distance I was quite good and I ended up getting quite close with this one. But then my second putt, I definitely should have been making this and I didn't. Yeah, 8. I actually don't play as well today as I did the day before, but I did end up enjoying it a lot more, and I think that's just because I was in more of a positive mindset, and the few little wins that I had, like the chip in and the par, even though overall I scored roughly the same, it just made me feel better overall. So you know when I hit every shot with my 3-wood when I went to the range? Well, that didn't happen on course. I think it's probably this standing up thing again, so ending up topping it a lot. Definitely going to need to work on that. That was much better today. I only shot, I think, about 2 lower than I shot yesterday, but the overall feeling was so much more positive today. I just felt happier. I had a few shots where obviously the chip in. That was amazing. And I found more fairways. I need to go through the footage and have a look because I can't really remember how many fairways I found. But I do think I did better on putting today, although maybe I didn't. And I got a par. So I got par on the 4th hole. So definitely smashed that goal. And yeah, the chip in, I think that's going to be one that I'm going to have to add to the goals for next time. Try and get at least one chip in. That's a good one. So I went to the range yesterday and hit my new 3-wood. It went really well and I actually hit it pretty consistently. Unfortunately, I accidentally set the GoPro to time-lapse mode. So I didn't manage to capture any of these new swing drills that I've been doing, which isn't good for you, but actually isn't good for me because I was hoping to come back and have a look and see, was I actually doing it? Because I feel like I'm doing a 70% swing and keeping it under control, but do I actually? I wanted to see, and I can't. So we're going to go again today. And basically the purpose is to check the videos and make sure that I am actually keeping it under control. So I filmed these at a higher frame rate so I could slow them down a little bit. These are slowed by half. And I'm really trying to keep my backswing under control on these. And the way that I'm trying to do that is by also controlling my follow through, so stopping my arms a little bit short. This is the position that I need to be in my backswing and no higher. And I do manage it a little bit on some shots, but then I revert to my standard shot, which is far too high. The club's almost beyond parallel. That's where I want to stop. Let me know if I stop there. So these 3 shots, I do over-rotate a little bit. As you can see, my club goes beyond. You can sort of see it between the triangle that I leave with my hands. It shouldn't be going that high at all, and this is what's causing me to lose power. Even though it feels like I might be able to hit harder because I'm rotating more, the consequence is loss of power, loss of control. And so I just need to really work on this because I think even though on range I'm able to work with a swing like this, it's what's hindering me when I'm out on course. I'm really happy with how this week's gone, and I think the small wins thing that I've been trying to do, so rather than saying in my head, oh, I want to try and break 60, which if I do, it's going to be great obviously, but if I don't, which is very likely, will just leave me frustrated. I think setting these small wins, like get a par, don't do 3 putts, try and get at least 1 putt, they're really good goals, and it's been something to keep my positivity and my spirits high when I'm playing. So I am really pleased with how it's gone. And again, as always, looking forward to next week. Thanks, Rupert. He's doing a little song in the window. What are you saying? So super excited for next week. Hopefully 2 more scorecards, and then we're almost there. I can't wait. So join me in the next video for that. And as always, if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for your support. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing because I release new videos every single week on my journey to doing 18 holes. See you in the next one. Bye.